This day 2 weeks, we're going to be full in deep discussion on the aftermath of Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk 2. We'll be discussing who won, the tactics that they did on the night. There's going to be so much to discuss post-fight. But right now we're in that, it's just right that this has to happen just before Christmas, because this time of the year, Christmas, we're right into the kind of, celebrate Christmas. We're right into that kind of excitement. We're looking forward to Christmas. We're counting the days down. You know, that kind of period between kind of the 1st of December up until really the 25th, where everything is just kind of, building up towards Christmas Day. That's how this feels. Everything is now building up towards this fight. And I think in the month of November, people talk about, oh, Fury Usyk 2, yeah, Fury, yeah, looking forward to it. Whereas now, you're seeing everyone is like, oh, Fury Usyk 2, Fury Usyk 2. Everyone is talking about it, and everyone's interest is really on this fight. I cannot wait. I just believe this will be a cracking fight second time around. It may very well be better than the first fight, and say Tyson Fury wins, I'm really hoping that we see a trilogy. Frank Warren has been open to that, so this could be round 2 of a potential 3. If we get a trilogy, I certainly won't be complaining. But do I think we'll get a trilogy? Truthfully, I don't know. If Oleksandr Usyk wins, then there obviously really isn't that much point of a trilogy, in all fairness. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to go over 3 reasons why I believe Oleksandr Usyk beats Tyson Fury. I've already given my 3 reasons to why I think Fury wins. Now we got to talk about Oleksandr Usyk reasons. Now, this fight, you can watch live on the Zone pay-per-view, worldwide. You'll see on screen. Link will be in the description, and it'll also be pinned in the comment section, along with a link to the very talented lady who did the thumbnail for this video, Becca. Her website is there. Honestly, if you are an up-and-coming YouTuber and you're thinking, God, I need to get this channel, whether it be boxing, whether it be crime, whether it be football, etc., a good thumbnail is paramount, and Becca has done absolutely phenomenal work on these last 2 thumbnails, and I will definitely use her again. She is incredible. Link to her website is there. I cannot emphasize enough how good she is. Let's talk about keys to victory for Oleksandr Usyk. Now, some people might say, gee, is it not a bit straightforward? Usyk, well, he won the first fight. Well, yeah, he won the first fight, and in theory, you would imagine it should be easier second time around. But was it easier second time around against Anthony Joshua? I would say no, and I think the majority would agree. There's still no doubt who won the fight, but it was a harder challenge for Oleksandr Usyk second time around. Joshua made some changes. He did a few things differently, and I think Tyson Fury will do the same. Therefore, you've got to ask yourself the question, well, what can Oleksandr Usyk do? And what do we take from the first fight that we look at and think, God, if he starts doing this again, Tyson Fury is going to be in a world of trouble? Well, I think the first one is the pressure and adjustments. Oleksandr Usyk made great adjustments in this fight, but one thing he never stopped doing, even in the rounds where he was getting outboxed and losing, he never stopped applying the pressure to Tyson Fury. Now, in the reasons I gave for why Fury wins, I showed round number 4, which was one of, if not the best round. I think the 6th round was Tyson Fury's best round, but it was one of the better rounds for Tyson Fury. But what do you notice? Oleksandr Usyk in that round, although he did stand off at times, he did still follow Fury around the ring, and he did still make Tyson Fury work. Even though he wasn't landing as clean as he was earlier on in the fight, he did still crucially make Tyson Fury work. Now, if he's doing that in a round where he's losing, when he started coming back into it, you really saw him apply the pressure. And you also saw Tyson Fury, the fact that he was working at Usyk's pace, slow down. And we're going to take a look here. Obviously, thank you again to the Zone for allowing me to use this footage. It's fantastic. It really is. It's a privilege. We're going to watch in full round number 8. Now, a lot of people say that this was the turning point in the fight. I agree and I disagree, because yes, Oleksandr Usyk had a really strong end to round 7. A really strong end to round number 7. A lot of people say this is what set up the 9th round. I tend to disagree slightly with that. I think that Oleksandr Usyk was landing big left hands from early on. They really started to take an accumulative effect in round number 8, as well as the fatigue of Tyson Fury. But this round right here is where Oleksandr Usyk did take a foothold. The 7th round I gave to Usyk, but it was competitive. It wasn't a clear-cut round for either guy, but I would give it to Oleksandr Usyk. He finished the 7th round very strong. Let's pick up the action right now on screen in round number 8. You'll see it there on screen. So, Fury comes out aggressive, actually, very aggressive in round number 8. Looking to throw short shots. Now, look at that. The head movement from Fury and the reflexes have slowed, and he's already taken a few left hands. He was moving way more fluid only a couple of rounds earlier in round number 4, and he's flicking that jab out again. He was putting a lot more authority on the jab in round number 4, 5, and 6, and that was actually causing Usyk a little bit of bother. But look at big left hand from Usyk goes in there. Look at Oleksandr Usyk, right? He is still moving around that ring. There's life in his legs. He's got that work rate. He's up on his toes. He's bobbing, he's weaving. Look at how stagnant Tyson Fury is, right? That movement that was only 6 minutes earlier, that was there, is now gone because he is trying to cope with Oleksandr Usyk, as he calls him, run, rabbit, run. But Oleksandr Usyk is running towards Tyson Fury. And as he said, I will not leave you alone. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's not leaving Tyson Fury alone. Little complaint there about below the belt. There wasn't many of them in the fight, to be fair. But Oleksandr Usyk moving, look at that footwork. Look at the way he's moving to his side. And that itself is also tiring. Tony Bellew spoke about it, even in the rounds he was winning. He was having to work so hard just to keep up with Oleksandr Usyk. Little uppercut goes in there, but there's the adjustment. It didn't land near as clean. Big left hand goes in from Oleksandr Usyk on Tyson Fury. Little cuffing left hand off the side of the head, and then to the body. Left hand to the body, which I will be talking about now in a sec. But look at that. Oleksandr Usyk, you'd never think that he'd had 9 minutes where he was outboxed, he was hit hard, he was rocked. You'd never think that only 6 minutes earlier Tyson Fury was in complete control. It wasn't like Fury got knocked down. It wasn't like, he had a disaster or anything like that. Oleksandr Usyk was able to adjust. Even when he was losing, he was dictating the pace. And Tyson Fury, look how flat his feet are. Look how flat his feet are. The hands are dropping. There's not much life left in that jab. He's holding the jab and hand out again, because I don't think he has the strength at that point or the stamina to actually look at it. Little nothing, don't hit me jab. That's not going to keep Usyk off. Big left hand goes in. That's the left hand that caused all the problems with Tyson Fury's nose. That's the one that busted his nose up. You see it there. The blood's already flowing. So when Usyk comes off this clinch, you'll see it on his shoulder. There you go. That's from Tyson Fury's nose. Now, that nose was already damaged from the first round. He took a big left hand, which I'll show you later on in this video, in the first round from Oleksandr Usyk, as he's dabbing at that nose. Not able to land the uppercut. Another left hand, actually it was more right hand, goes in from Oleksandr Usyk there. And Tyson Fury has to back up. His punch output is dropped because he's been trying to match Oleksandr Usyk, and he can't, and Usyk is still there. He's still right in front of Tyson Fury. He's still throwing punches. He's letting Fury have a little bit of a moment there, letting him have a bit of time off there, but it's at the end of the round. And Oleksandr Usyk, if there was ever any doubt that this was the round, look at Tyson Fury's face. I mean, he really turned it around that round. Some would argue the 7th round was a 50-50, but there's no arguing who won that round number 8, and it was clearly Oleksandr Usyk, and the pressure he put on Tyson Fury, that is going to be key. The pressure that he put on Tyson Fury, that really is going to be key. Let's just have a quick look very briefly at some of the left hands he was landing in this fight. See it on screen there. Boom. Big left hand on Tyson Fury there. And that wasn't even the biggest. It was this one. Bang. Oh, wow. Fury took it well, but straight away, boom. Right on the bridge of the nose. Right on the bridge of the nose right there. Bang. So, bad round number 8 for Tyson Fury. Took a lot of shots from Usyk. The first point, Usyk pressure. He can box at range if he wants to. He can pin you with that jab. He can pin you with that straight left. But he's also phenomenally good at just setting the tempo, setting the pace. And he can pressure you. You see, Usyk's footwork is so good that he's actually able to pressure just by using his feet. He's not even having to necessarily throw. You see, Kiko Martinez was a very good fighter for doing this. Just using good footwork, you're actually able to pressure and make your opponent work just to keep you off. You're not actually exerting much energy. Oleksandr Usyk is very, very good at that. So pressure from Oleksandr Usyk, sustained pressure, phenomenal. Let's look at the second point now we're going to look at. This is the punching power of Oleksandr Usyk. So a lot was made about Oleksandr Usyk Tyson Fury, and it's still like it's not so much as it was the first time, but a lot of the talk is if Tyson Fury can do X, Y, and Z, can he hurt or potentially stop Oleksandr Usyk? There wasn't a lot made about Oleksandr Usyk potentially being able to do the same to Tyson Fury. Well, I think it's foolish to think that that cannot happen. He wasn't hurt by, he wasn't, on, cuckoo land by some of the left hands he was taking early in the fight. But as the fight progressed and Oleksandr Usyk started finding his range and sitting down on his shots more, well, Fury fans, look away. We're going to have a look at round number 9 on screen right now. Now, in this round, this is where Usyk has his big breakthrough. Lands a left hand there, backs Fury up to the ropes. And this is the most hurt Tyson Fury has ever been in his whole career. We're about to see it now. It is an absolute peach of a shot. You're going to see it right here in 2 seconds. I've nearly learned it. Boom! When it happens, oh my God. And Usyk follows up. In the commentary team, they were saying they would argue that more damage was done by the onslaught from Oleksandr Usyk. I tend to disagree with that. I think that left hand, good Lord. Oh man, oh man. Every time I watch this back, it just looks worse and worse the next time. And Fury is in a world of bother there. He really is. I mean, that could not be any worse for Tyson Fury. Nose is bleeding. He's stunned. He's all over the place. I mean, when people say Tyson Fury, it wasn't that bad. That's the reason, that shot right there, why he was wishing people a Happy New Year. All right, let's have a look in slow motion at this, right? The zone replay in slow motion. Oleksandr Usyk, oh man. Oh, yeah. And oh man, look at the shots. When you watch it in slow motion, it's just, good Lord. A lot of referees in that scenario would have, a lot of referees would have stopped the fight in that situation right there. It was massive. Bang. Do not underestimate the punching power of Oleksandr Usyk. Do it at your detriment. Is he a Deontay Wilder? Is he a Zhilei Zhang? Is he a Martin Bakole type puncher? No, certainly not. But is he a hard enough puncher to hurt most heavyweights? Hell yes. Do not just think Tyson Fury is the only one in this fight who has the potential to hurt his opponent. Do not think that. And do not think that Tyson Fury, with a bit more weight. Listen, if Tyson Fury was 280 pounds, he would still be in the same predicament after taking that big shot from Oleksandr Usyk. 110%. 110%. So the second point, punching power. Pressure of Usyk and punching power of Usyk. The final point. Now, it's something that a lot of people don't pick up on. They focus a lot on the work Oleksandr Usyk did to Tyson Fury's head, the headshots. And yeah, they did. They battered his face up, his nose was bleeding. Like I said, he was wishing people a Happy New Year. The fight happened in the end of May. Happy New Year, If he says it this time, I wouldn't worry as much. It'd make more sense to say Happy Christmas, but if he says Happy New Year this time, you could say fair enough. Those headshots caused a lot of problems. But what was the one thing, in my opinion, that really got to Tyson Fury and set him up to make those headshots easier? It was the stabbing, stinging body shots that Oleksandr Usyk was landing on Tyson Fury. And you know how he was able to land them so easy? Because Tyson Fury was, and it's something that you're not actually allowed to do, holding his jabbing hand out there and just holding it out, giving Oleksandr Usyk free range to throw left hands to the body and to the head. Let's have a look on screen now. First round, and we're seeing it from Tyson Fury. He's leaving that jab hand out. Oleksandr Usyk, body shot, there you go, big left hand. And Tyson Fury doesn't learn. Excuse me, he keeps the jab hand out. He's trying to sit down on some of those shots. He's trying to get a range for, and that was blocked there by Usyk as well, by the way. And more body shots going, more. Tyson Fury backs up to the ropes, holding that jab hand out there. More goes in. And that was when Tyson Fury started showboating. This is the end of round number 1. You see Tyson Fury again trying to pop that jab out, just a sneaky little jab. And Oleksandr Usyk ultimately was able to actually set up a headshot then. And Tyson Fury goes and say, "Oh, you didn't really hurt me." No, that started. I think that was what started the damage. And that was set up by Usyk stinging him to the body. Absolutely stinging Tyson Fury to the body. There is more to come. Have a look here, round number 2. We'll see here Tyson Fury moving around the ring. He'd already been hit with a big shot actually at this point to the head. And Oleksandr Usyk needing no invitation. Body shot goes in again, finding the body of Tyson Fury with regularity. And I think that is going to be key. If he starts early with the body shots, he's probably not, in fact I doubt it, he's probably not going to drop Tyson Fury with any of those body shots, but he'll hurt him and weaken him sufficiently. Even more so, as some people may say, well, maybe this is a good thing. Well, it couldn't be. If Tyson Fury comes in, say, 280, right, you may say, well, maybe he'll take a body shot particularly well. There's a lot more around the midriff, so it might be a little bit, sturdier. You're hitting in the nicest way, like a big bag of sand. Yeah, but if you're carrying that weight and you're getting hit to the body, it's going to take the wind out of your sails. And if you're tired and carrying an extra stone and a half, God forbid 2 stone, then you're going to have problems. You're going to have big problems. You're going to be even slower. Because you look at the round 8, Tyson Fury slowed down significantly in that round. That's only going to get worse. That's literally only going to get worse. So Tyson Fury, he's going to want to be careful. He's going to want to protect that body. John Fury was even saying you need to protect the body early on in the fight. You could see it. Oleksandr Usyk was finding a home for that left hand to Tyson Fury's body. And if he lets that happen again, problems. Pressure, punching power, left hand to the body. There are 3 reasons why Oleksandr Usyk beats Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury needs to look out for those 3 things. If he doesn't, Duke McKenzie said it could be a short night, and I tend to agree. If he doesn't look out for those, it will be a particularly short night. So Usyk made adjustments, as to does Tyson Fury. That's my 3 reasons as to why Usyk beats Tyson Fury. Let me know in the comment section, do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, as always, if you haven't already. And until next time, people, peace.